What's up, guys? So, for those of you who do not know, fast track trading, basically, they've been denying payouts to thousands of traders, and this isn't just a small issue. You've got hundreds, if not like thousands of traders being denied their payouts. And allegedly, this isn't a small amount of money. This is over like $10 million that we're talking about that's been denied to traders all over the place. Basically, what happened is there wasn't a warning, there wasn't a heads up or anything. Essentially, for those of you who do not know what fast track trading is, it is a firm that will allow you to get quick and pretty big payouts, a substantial amount of payments in a relatively short period of time. But like, any get rich quick scheme, there's always got to be a catch to something. On top of that, just look at the cost of doing something like that. This is not a small amount of money. Neither is this, obviously, but the amount of people that fails these firms alone is quite big. So you're taking a risk enough as it is. But what many traders, they don't really realize is that fast track trading itself is they've just implemented, basically it's like a simulation account, which in essence it kind of acts like a video game in a sense. They're offering what seems like real world rewards, money, but in the end, basically these payouts, they're not really as secure or as guaranteed as they would like to lead on to believe. So how they're connected to the mass payouts, basically the kicker is a lot of these platforms offer what they call a simulated or demo account. Basically, you pass a handful of challenges and you get funded and then you get real money. So until you realize though that there's newly updated terms and conditions that they clearly state that traders, they don't have rights to any money at all. These similar accounts to a video game or other market simulation. Customer agrees they do not have any right whatsoever to any real life money, capital funds, or accounts in any manner. Customer agrees that monetary payouts made by the company are based on the simulations. Payouts will only be made at the company's discretion. So you can pay real life money. This is real money that you're paying to get not real life money. And it's not like these are set in stone, like these are retroactive rules. So you can pass your demo account after paying this amount of money, pass your demo, get funded, and get enough to have a withdrawal, and they can turn around and they can kind of change their mind. It's entirely, though, up to the company's discretion, and they've kind of reserved the right to cancel it basically whenever they want. So just let that sink in for a bit. The retroactive rule change, it seems like an attempt to safeguard their own funds at the expense of us traders. And obviously, this isn't just a small amount of people. You got tons of people getting pissed off at this. I know there might have been a few people that cover this already, but honestly, the more exposure you have to companies like these, the better, because more people are going to find out and it's going to be more conviction to go to the right place. So there's kind of a trend, it seems like, that you're noticing of the mass payouts cancellations. They're impacting basically every trader equally from what we can see. I know that sometimes you get some of the smaller payouts, they slip through the cracks. So you have some people that say that they're getting payouts, but some of the bigger ones, obviously those are the ones that they're going to deny, because if you have like a $20,000, $30,000 payout and they cancel that, then they can afford to pay off some of the people with smaller winnings. But allegedly, though, like I said, the platform, it denied over $10 million in payouts. That's really not a small amount of money at all. So I'm going to say, though, one of the worst part is that if you contest their decisions, they state that they have a right to challenge their determination, so they can forfeit any right to your payouts, any of your simulation balances, and ever using their platform again. So if you contest this, or if you make video about it or something, they can basically blackmail you by holding your account hostage, or they can just blacklist you from using their platform altogether. So in other words, they're trying to force traders basically into silence by holding their accounts hostage. So, I mean, what can you do to protect yourself in the future? Honestly, the best way to minimize your risk is to do thorough research before trading with any firm at all. Don't just skim through the terms and service. Read these very carefully, especially sections, related to payouts and trader rights. If there's an issue that allows a firm to basically change its rules retroactively, that is a huge red flag. It's not about avoiding trading altogether, but maybe just choosing the right platform that offers clear and a little bit more transparent rules, as well as much more reliable customer support. I mean, if you went out and you bought a car and your interest rate was, I don't know, like 5 or 10%, but 2 or 3 years down the line, they're like, oh, by the way, your car loan, we're changing the rate retroactively. You're going to be paying 30% now. You're going to have some questions that you're going to want to ask them. But the question that you want to ask yourself honestly is the promise of significant returns honestly worth it? I'm going to say not in the short term, no, especially not just for this platform, but in any platform in general. Like trading, it's not a get rich quick kind of thing. You got to put in the work. It takes a long time. And personally, at the end of it, it is worth it if you do it the right way, though. This is this is not the right way to be doing this stuff. It's already difficult enough as it is without, the added stress of worrying whether or not your profits are even going to be paid out to you. But if you still choose to pursue fast track trading, ask yourself though, if this is a firm that you can just blatantly breach your agreement with thousands of traders, can you trust them? I'm going to have to say no. Honestly though, if you want to avoid getting caught in any of the red flags, watch out for the ones that aren't really transparent. Second, monitor how customer support reacts with other traders. Are the representatives, are they dismissive or are they rude? That is a huge sign that the firm honestly doesn't really value their traders' concerns. And avoid the ones that implement retroactive rules or rely too heavily on simulated counts without any clear guidelines or payouts or anything. But if there's one thing I want you to take away from this video at all, it's the importance of choosing like the right trading platform. Do your homework, read the fine print, look out for the ones that have much more solid reputations, to be honest. I'm going to be focusing on trading with more reliable platforms. I've got one right now with my funded futures that I'm using. I might be using Topset and Take Profit Trader, firms that have a much more a record of paying out their traders, fairly. I know it sucks. I mean, I've been here before. I've lost a hell of a lot more than just a few $100s. Like I've lost hundreds of thousands with trading. I've been there and done that. I just don't want you guys to be losing your money. But remember, please, the most important investment that you're going to be able to make in any of this isn't the money, but it's within yourself. So please don't waste time on firms that don't respect you and don't respect your hard work. But thanks for tuning in and sticking this long. If you found it helpful, though, please be sure to smash the like button. Stay safe out there and just keep grinding towards your goals.